Okay, so I watched the Slasher Season 3 finale last night, and for this review, I'm going to be talking about the finale, but I'm also just going to be talking about the season as a whole and what I thought of it. I think this season is definitely better than season 4. Like season 4, I think there's a lot of great kills in that, but as like a season as a whole, like character story and killer reveal, like all of that, while the first two elements of season 4 are really good in my mind, like the killer reveal, I think is absolutely terrible. I know from reading my comments on my season 4, like finale, review. Some people actually like that. Actually like that killer reveal. You know what? Good for you. I am glad you can enjoy it. I'm glad that the show, surprised you. But yeah, for me, I mean, it's as far as execution and story-wise, there wasn't really a motivation to really, attach to why she's doing what she was doing. She was more just doing it for the sake of killing. Like there was no actual real motivation, with season four's killer. But yeah, I didn't have a problem with this season as a whole. I think it had some great, brutal ass fucking kills in it. So yeah, I really like season 4 for that. But it's getting on to season 3 now. So last episode we found out that Connor was the Jewett, and this episode we find out that Jen, his sister, is involved in this as well. In that these two have been working together. And this killer motivation I actually like. I like a lot more than season four's ending, and maybe better than season two's killer reveal. Even though I really dug, slasher. I really dug the season two's killer. I thought it had a really cool kind of like Sixth Sense type twist to it, where you found out that what's the name, what's the name's like love interest was all in her mind, and it's like that love story is kind of still continuing, and she still continuously thinks about him, and it's got to the point where where he is real in her mind. And so yeah, like that I really dug. I thought that was a really nice twist to the show, and I thought it was something different for Slasher as well. Season 3. Okay, the reason why I like this kill reveal is because there's actually a good motivation to be told here. Like, in a way, like Connor and Jen, like these two are trying to clean up the city of crime and all that, and instead of that, like they're killing people that have done something wrong or have, and so they're trying to get, I guess, in a way, get the city back on its feet, and so in a way, well, according to Connor and Jen, what they're doing like isn't wrong, and they're actually doing the right thing. But then the whole purpose of the show, it's not so much what other people are doing, even though that is a big part of season 3. It's more like it's all about the killings, and because that's what's in the newspapers, that's what's on the news saying, the Jewett, the Jewett strikes again, and the Jewett, like the Jewett is back killing another two victims, and like that's been the whole moral, or the whole, what the season's been about. But I can see where they are coming from, because if you actually look at like all of the killings, throughout the show, like these people have done like awful things, and they've released content of people like fucking each other, and and it's torn relationships apart, and like that's the thing I love about Slasher, is I love how each season is so well thought out from a character standpoint. All the characters in season 2, season 3, and season 4, like I love. Like if I can watch slashers like from a character point of view, and I really dig it. And season 3, like I think there were some really good characters, even though there are some dickhead characters in here as well. Like you obviously need them for the killer's bait. But all of the killings like do link to each other, to what to what they have done. And there's a lot of going back in time, as as the slashing the TV series does do. It likes to go back, like 1 year or 1 month or 1 week, and it shows a flashback of this character doing like this specific thing, and then they link to modern, like present day, and then we see how that's being linked together, and it has such good storytelling. Like this is this type of storytelling reminds me a lot of the Saw franchise, in the way where it's very convoluted, it's very kind of jumping from from one place to another, but it all links together. And like some other people might be at differently, and that, like, that's all good. Um, but yeah, like I really dug the killer reveal in like in season 3. Like I think Connor and Jen's motivation, like I can get behind that. I like that. Um, like from from a TV show perspective, and as a television show, and as like like as it being fake and all that. Like I agree with where they're coming from. Do these people deserve to die? Um, like like not really, even though they have done some awful fucking shit to these people, and they have, and it's a lot of it is like, a lot of it is not squeaky clean. Talking about the deaths in season 3, this has been one of my favorite kills, out of all 4 seasons. It's Xavier's Kill. I think Xavier, he was the he was like that bakery guy. I love his kill. How the killer like pours hot water into his mouth. Amazing. Wow, what an amazing death in this season. It's probably that's the one death that comes to mind when I think of season 3. That's the one death I'm going to think of, because that's the most creative. Um, and that's the most creative kill in this season for me. Um, but I also I really dug the killer's costume in this season as well. I really dug like the whole blue mask, and that whole like the black outfit. Like really dug that. I really like the mask in this season. Um, and it's like I think slasher, it always seems like it always has a good and memorable villain, and killer. Yeah, like whether that's from a costume point of view, which I think season 3, the Jewett being my favorite killer costume. Um, season 3 and season 4 like are really close. Like I don't know how I would rank the kills, but I think this one would come just after, would just above, just above the like what is it like the garden shed kill in season 4. Because this is one of my favorite kills. It's very unique, like also for for a slasher TV series as well. But yeah, like really enjoyed that kill. Favorite kill in this season. And as far as our main character goes, our main character is very interesting in this. These characters I found interesting. While a lot of them do have their unlikable sides, and which which that does make sense from a realistic standpoint. It does make sense. Yeah, I think the story in season 3 is great. I think this show really, like, it dives into all of the relationship problems that go on, and I think that's something that Slash has always done well. Is it puts a realistic spin on real world issues from from like a relationship point of view, and I really dug season 3, and even season 4 touched on that with the whole family dynamic and all that, and then season 2 was more kind of like that summer camp story, and yeah, like I really dug that, and I thought it was a great story, and it was a great feeling of of grief and regret in season 2. So yeah, but yeah, season 3 really enjoyed the killer reveal, and yeah, there's not really much else to say in this season, in this episode. So yeah, like Jen's, like we have the chicken here that was in, what season was it? In season 2, I believe it was. And was it season 2 or season 4? I think it's season 2 actually. I think she was. What was it? I forget who she plays in season 2, but she comes back as like as the grandmother here, and I really liked her. But if I'm remembering correct, I thought she died in season 2. So, I mean, like, I understand how each season is different. It's a different story. It's a new set of characters. But like, I feel like once you've killed off, like this bothered me. As well, also in season 2 brings back that character from season 4. Like, how the hell is he alive in season 4 when he died? Like, he got cut up into pieces and put in a barrel in season 2. So how the hell is he alive in season 4? I don't know. Like, but I understand that each season is different. There's a new set of characters. Why don't you just cast someone new? Like, if it was before season 4, like, to me that would make sense. But since he died in season 2 and then he's back in season 4, like, how does that make sense? I don't know. Like, why don't you just cast a new person? Because I mean, Hollywood, there's tons of talent out there. I don't know, like, unless there's something I'm missing there. And I wasn't a fan of season 2 from that perspective on on killing off character and bringing them back in like a future season when they're already dead and they're playing like a different character. I understand that, but I don't get why you don't just recast. Like, it's a new character, so just cast someone new in the role. But anyways, moving on from that. If someone can clear that up for me in the comments, can you please do so? But I don't get it. But season 3, season 3, I really enjoyed it. I think this was a great season. It was a lot of fun. I always loved, that whole whodunit type story that, I loved it about Slasher. I loved it in Scream. So, great. Great show this. Really enjoying it. I would love to see season 5 of Slasher. If you haven't seen season 2, how do you rank the seasons? Let me know your ranking in the comment section down below. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Alright, bye.